Like at one point, I thought I was tearing off her eyebrows right there. Like I just knew her eyebrows was gone and Shawty was gonna be eyebrowless. I was gonna be like, welcome to Candace and TV. I do a little bit of everything, so I decided to record it. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a paint and sip canvas using your Cricut machine and heat transfer vinyl. And I'm gonna do the full design using just my iPhone. So go ahead and stay tuned so you can watch the full video and like, comment, and subscribe. So first I'm going to start off by going to Google. You can use whatever search engine that you want, and I'm going to type in women with locks silhouette because I just need the silhouette. I don't need the entire picture, so just make sure that it's a silhouette, kind of like a coloring sheet is what you're looking for. At first it was kind of hard to find the image that I was looking for because as you can see, a lot of them are not really coloring sheets, I guess you can say, and then the ones that are have a bunch of watermarks on them. So I'm scrolling through and then I see the option to put locks silhouette women with locks SVG. I know it makes no sense, but that's where I found the image that I love. Like I love this image, and let me just show y'all. You see, like I love this image. She reminds me of me. We're gonna name her Keisha. So we're gonna click on it, add to photos. So Keisha is now in my photos, and at that point I can pull Keisha up in Cricut Design Space. So I'm gonna go to Cricut Design Space, new project, upload, select from photo library, and then pick the image that I want, which is Keisha, and it's going to come up to this screen. This is where you're going to remove all the unwanted space that you don't need. It needs to look like a coloring sheet, and you can also use that square at the top to show you what it's going to look like when it's about to get cut out. So just make sure you pay attention to getting all those pieces out and that you're not clicking on the wrong thing. And don't worry if you click on something and your whole image just goes away. All you got to do is click undo and it'll remove that. You can just try it again and just use the zoom in feature, and that'll help you to get all the little pieces and things like that that you need to remove. Also, I don't know if I said it, but you'll be using the remove option at the bottom. Once you have all of the unwanted space gone, which takes me some time because I'm going to look at it a few times because I can barely see, like I got to look at it a few times to make sure. Then I'm going to click next 2 times and this screen will come up. Once this screen is up, all you gotta do is click on the option that is to cut, and then you're gonna name it whatever you want to name it, and then you'll click save. Then this screen is gonna come up. It's gonna bring up the image that you want. So you see Keisha, click on her, and then you insert. At this point, all I need to do is size my image to the size that I want it to be for my canvas. I don't want it to cover my full canvas, so based off my canvas size, which is a 12 by 12, I'm going to make the image be 10.5 by 10.5. And don't forget that you can click on the little lock in between the size of the width and the height, and that will make them change independently. And then I'm just going to move it up. Now it's time to click make it so you can move on to your next step. If you know me, this is like the step when I would use my favorite feature on my phone, which is using the snap mat feature. But for this option, I don't really need it because I'm just using one piece of heat transfer vinyl and I only need one mat. So at this point I can just move my image over to where I want it to be. I already have my vinyl pre-measured and cut, and then I'm going to click next. And the reason I'm doing this is to show you guys how to turn your mirror on, because you do need to mirror your item for HTV. So once I click next, it's going to bring me to my next screen, which is the screen that you basically just follow the instructions. First thing first, you need to change it to iron on, and it's going to give you a message to tell you to mirror your image and place it shiny side down. So I need to go in and make sure that I click where I need to click to mirror my image, and then I'm going to continue on and click next again. I don't know why I had my Cricut on this time, but I got another error. I usually get the error saying that I got to find my Cricut because it's not on, but this time I got another one. So we're hitting next, and we're going to just follow the instructions on the screen. Like I said, make sure it says iron on because it's going to prompt you that your vinyl needs to be shiny side down as well as your image needs to be mirrored. Then you're going to follow the instructions. You load your mat. So that's me loading my mat. Once it's loaded and ready to begin, my other light will start blinking, and then I just click that and it's going to cut out my design. So it took my Cricut about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to fully cut my design, and then my light starts blinking to unload my mat. And then I'm just going to close up my Cricut machine so that I have more space to work with. And then I'm going to weed out my material using my favorite weeding tool that I like to use, which I got from Dollar Tree. It's just out of the dental kit. Wasn't about to spend all that money for Cricuts. Same thing, cheaper price. So I'm going to start weeding out my material, and like I said, what you're going to leave on here is basically just the outline. So all the space that you don't need, that you would basically be coloring or painting in, is what you're going to remove. So this is so satisfying to watch. Like, I love tearing the heat transfer vinyl. It's so much easier than doing permanent or removable vinyl. I don't know why, it's just easy to me. So as you see, I'm just going to remove that and then the inner pieces. And y'all probably don't even know this, but as many times as I looked at this image while I was taking stuff out and trying to be careful to not leave something that's supposed to be taken out or take something out that's supposed to be there, like, it was so hard. Like, at this, like, I'm looking at every little piece trying to make sure that I'm getting everything out and not taking out what I'm supposed to leave there. Like, at one point, I thought I was tearing off her eyebrows right there. Like, I just knew her eyebrows was gone and Shawty was gonna be eyebrowless. I was gonna be like, Keisha, I'm sorry, I took your eyebrows off, but I can't see. I can't see without my glasses, even though I got my contacts in. So I'm just removing all of the unwanted pieces, the pieces that you will basically be coloring in on a coloring sheet, just leaving behind the outline. And I'm looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I still don't see the piece that I left on here. Like, and y'all can't tell, but I left a piece on here that's supposed to be took off. And then to prep my canvas, I'm going to take my iron. I was going to use my heat press, but I was like, I'd rather just use my iron because it's my first time doing this. I didn't want to burn the house down. So I'm going to prep it by running the iron over it a few times, and then basically just taking my iron and going over it again. And I like to hold it down in certain places, being that I'm not really trying to apply pressure because I don't have anything behind the canvas, and this does have the thick wooden pieces on the side, so there's nothing up under to keep it up. So the next best thing is to let it sit on there and kind of let it do what it needs to do, get hot, I guess, and allow the heat transfer vinyl to stick to the actual canvas. So that's what I'm doing here, is just applying heat to the heat transfer vinyl so that it sticks. Once it's on there, then you can peel off the backing that's on the front, and there you have it. I'm done. Keisha is on her canvas, and now I can, paint her, which I'm scared. I'm really nervous about that part because I don't want to mess this up. But anyway, y'all go ahead and watch some more of my videos, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.